We have a bit of a problem, and that problem is this villager breeder right here. As you can see, every single one of the villagers has been infected and turned into a zombie villager. We still don't know how it happened, but we're going to try to fix it. First, we're going to have to kill all of these zombie villagers except our efficiency 5 villager, which we really want. Oh my gosh, so many. No, there's so many, there's so many, there's so many, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. No, gotta get my bow out, gotta get my bow out, gotta get my bow out. Baby, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Too much looks like too much dog is helping us. There's so many zombies. We have to make sure we do not kill the one named Efficiency 5, because that is the one that we need for getting Efficiency 5. No! 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 I just killed Efficiency 5! No! That was not smart. Looks like too much dog there is almost dead. This is not going well at all. Alright, now we have successfully killed every single one of those zombie villagers, and now this gigantic villager breeder is completely cleared out. Now we're gonna have to start all over again. Well, now that we have finished getting rid of all those zombie villagers, we can get this video off to a proper start. Hey everyone, I'm Chicken Jockey, and today we are going to be attempting to farm a bunch of emeralds automatically. I do have an idea on how we could go about that very easily using a couple very simple farms, but more on that later. Right now, what we need to work on is fixing this villager breeder by adding more village. I died there. Well, that was just plain stupid. I died because I decided that it would be a good idea to nosedive right into this breeder, and I did that and died. So that was pretty stupid. Well, as I was saying, we are going to have to fix this villager breeder by adding more villagers again after all of them died. Alright, now the breeding process will begin. Just got a bunch of potatoes, just gonna chuck them all in. Oh, yep, stack of potatoes just dropped in. Yep, they have potatoes, they're holding the potatoes. Okay, they should breed now. I hope all those potatoes don't despawn when the breeding gets slower. We need to see the villagers being bred. Nothing's being bred. I just saw one of the beds emitting a little bit of green particles, so maybe that means that the villagers are gonna start breeding. I have no idea. Oh, there was a cat in that bed. Okay, let me try to break this bed and replace it. Still nothing. Why is nothing happening? Villagers, breed. Wait! Wait! We have a baby! We have a baby villager! It's working! Yes! As you can see, we are getting more and more villagers. We now have 5 villagers, and I hope it keeps pumping out steady, because we're going to need to fill up all of these beds again after the zombie villager breeder apocalypse. Now we're just going to wait until hundreds of villagers pump out, because we have nothing else to do until it works. So let's get ready. Well, we did not get 100 villagers like we really wanted to, but I think it's fine to leave it at this for now. I mean, we already have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have about 10 farmers, so I think that's gonna be enough to farm emeralds. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so the first step in us farming emeralds is going to be to get enough bone meal to fuel our nano farm. So in order to do that, we could make a zero-tick sugarcane farm, but I mean, that might not be fast enough and also might generate lag if it overflows. So I've thought of a better way, and it's a really simple way as well. A simple skeleton spawner farm. Fortunately for us, another player, Wed Crawdad, does have a skeleton spawner, so we don't have to go through all the effort to find one. We just have to buy it from him. So now we just have to give Wed Crawdad his diamond block, and then ask him to lead us the way to the skeleton spawner so we can make the ultimate bone meal farm. Alright, here we are at the spawner, and we are going to be making our skeleton farm. All we have to do is make the spawner the right shape and dig the whole thing 2 blocks down. Alright, now we have dug the dungeon into the right shape. You see we have a 5 block wide and 7 block long shape. So now all we have to do is just add 1 water bucket in this corner and another water bucket in this corner, and all of the water will flow to this 1 block. So when the skeletons spawn from this spawner, they'll all flow into the center block and then fall into our kill chamber. Our kill chamber is going to be something really useful because we're going to be able to loot the skeletons and we're going to be able to get experience from them while we're AFK. So that's going to be super useful. You'll see how. Alright, now we have the necessary materials to make one of the most useful killing chambers in the game, the Trident Killer. All we have to do is place a piston right here. Oh no, I ran out of torches. Come on, I run out of torches right when I need to make a Trident Killer. Alright, now I actually have torches, so we're going to be able to actually make the Trident Killer this time. So first you're going to have to place a piston in this position, just like this. Now you're going to need an observer going, no, that's wrong. That's totally wrong. Now you're going to need an observer going away from the piston, and if I remember correctly, another observer going away from that observer, just like this. Then you're going to want to place a piston right here. Now you just have to repeat this process until you finish the Trident Killer. It's just going to be like a square, and this is one of the corners of the square. Observer going away from piston, another observer going away from that observer, and another piston right here. As you see, we just repeated that process right there. Now we just have to finish one. Oh, lava. Now we just have to finish one final corner of the Trident Killer. Oh, come on, there's so much lava. Alright, now we just have to finish one final corner of the Trident Killer. Another observer going away from this piston, another observer going away from that observer, and a piston right here. Now all we have to do is add the 2 final observers in the same pattern of the rest of the Trident Killer. Just like this. Oh, yep, just like this. Now you see we have a repeating signal of pistons rotating around the Trident Killer. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want because it's going to kill the skeletons when we throw a trident right in here. As you can see, these pistons are pushing around the trident, so the trident will hopefully damage the skeletons that fall in it and get stuck in the Trident Killer. It's perfect because the game thinks that I am damaging the skeletons with the trident, when that's actually not the case. So that means I can AFK, and the game will think that I'm killing the skeletons, and the game will give me XP for the skeletons dying. Plus, if I'm holding a looting 3 sword, as you see I have a looting 3 sword right here, the game will loot the skeletons, so I'll get the additional drops that I would get if I was killing them with a looting 3 sword. Now you can see how trident killers are super useful, even though they're super easy to build. I love them. Okay, as you can see, we have added stained glass around the kill chamber so we can see inside of it. Now, all we have to do is add the collection system so we can collect all of our juicy drops we're going to get from the skeletons. Now, as you can see, we did have a tiny bit of trouble with the lava, but it's all cleared out. Now, all we have to do is install the collection system. So first we're just going to want to place down a couple of rails and power rails. Just like this. Now once that's finished, oh no, lava, oh. Now as I was saying, once we place the rails in this position, we're going to want to place redstone torches on either side of the powered rails in order to, well, power them. Now we are just going to want to place 2 chests on the end here. We are so close to being done with the collection system, guys. All we have to do is remove these 2 blocks right here. And replace them with hoppers that are pointing right at this chest. Now, we will replace these rails, and now we are going to add a final touch, the minecart hopper itself. Now I just gotta push it to activate it, and it should go right over these hoppers, and these hoppers fill up this chest. So now that we have the collection system in place, any items that drop into the kill chamber should be picked up by the hopper minecart and placed into this chest. Yep, it's working perfectly. Now all we need to do is activate the spawner and fire up this farm. Actually, before we fire up this farm, there are a couple notes I'd like to add about the trident killer. First one is about the trident itself. When you throw the trident in the killer, it will become a pick-upable item, just like a shot arrow. It will damage mobs that touch it. However, if you go under the killer, you will pick up the trident, and you'll have to recast it. There's another note I would like to add about the trident killer. Since the game registers that the person who threw it is the one who is attacking the mobs, it will only reward XP if that person is online. So you're going to have to take the trident out of the trident killer and throw it back in if you want to have possession of that trident. So if you're on a multiplayer server, different players will have to keep resetting it at different times. So you might want to make an easy access way to get underneath the trident killer and grab the trident, and then maybe you can have a little hole right here so that you can throw the trident back in easily. Now we are going to do the very thing we have been anticipating. We are going to activate the farm. Now all we have to do is break this last torch and the skeletons will start spawning and falling right into our kill chamber, giving us bone meal. Alright, no, we have to seal this gap. Alright, now let's watch the action. Come on, skeleton. Yes! Yes! It's working! Yes! Okay. Yes. Okay, let's check our bones. Yeah, we have 3 bones. Trident killer is working. It's giving us XP too. Yes. Okay, now we'll be able to fuel our micro crop farm that we're going to build tomorrow. So first we just have to AFK overnight and gather up all of these bones. And then tomorrow we'll be able to build our micro crop farm and fuel it and pump out that carrots, pump out that wheat, and we'll be able to farm a bunch of emeralds. Alright, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that we AFK'd last night and got a seriously huge load of bones. A double chest full of bones. The bad news is we somehow died. I have no idea how I died. But I somehow died and lost my completely maxed out enchanted sword. So I'm pretty disappointed about that. But there's also another piece of bad news. It happened again! All of our villagers turned into zombie villagers again. It's probably because I was stupid and I decided not to block off the breeder area where all the villagers spawn in. So, a second time, a zombie must have climbed up into the breeder and fallen into the villager area and infected every single one of the villagers and turned them into zombie villagers for a second time. Alright, we have killed every single one of the zombies again, except for 2 this time, because we are going to cure them to resume the breeding. But this time we're going to be smarter about it and block off this area up here where the zombies have supposedly gotten in. Alright, we are in the middle of a pretty dangerous process trying to cure a zombie villager. Well, I shouldn't say dangerous for us, it's more dangerous for the zombie villager because it's a pretty complex medical process. Oh, he's still attacking us even though we're saving him. Like, why would you do that? Okay, this guy is still just... Yay! He got cured and he's a farmer! A carrot farmer! Yay! So here we are at Wed Crawdad's micro crop farm. It's insane. I'm going to copy off of it, but he told me I could use it for now if I supply all of the bone meal that fuels it. So I'm going to be turning all of the bones that we got from AFK last night, all of it, into carrots. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to have about 2 double chests full of carrots, which will give us an insane amount of emeralds. Even if we do not get 2 double chests full of carrots, it will still be a ridiculous amount of emeralds. Like, we're talking multiple stacks here. So let's start AFKing here with the auto clicker, and we are going to farm these carrots. Alright, we are fully out of bone meal because we have farmed a ton of carrots. I mean, look at this. We have a nearly double chest full of carrots right here. We have a nearly inventory full of carrots and some scattered carrots over here. So this is going to give us a ton of emeralds. But first we're going to have to breed the villagers and make them all farmers. And then we're going to have to break their trades until all of them become farmers that accept carrots as trades. So we are going to get a ton of emeralds from this. So let's get farming those villagers. Alright, we have gathered up all of the carrots that we got from farming, and we've put them in these 3 shulkers right here. So we have over a double chest full of carrots, which is going to be awesome for breeding those farmers and trading with them to get tons of emeralds. So let's get moving these carrots into the villager breeder. So here we are back at the villager breeder, and yes, it does turn out that we have more villagers than we expected. I only expected to have 2 villagers in the breeder, but it looks like they have self-bred with the farms that we have provided for them over here. So now we have 2 extra villagers that have been bred. However, we don't want a bunch of random villagers in our breeder. We want farmers for now. We're going to add more professions later, but for now, we just want farmers. So what we're going to do is destroy every single one of these work tables that are scattered everywhere, and then put them in this shulker. No, not that shulker. This shulker. This shulker that I can't open. As I was saying, we are going to put them in this shulker right here, which can hopefully fit all the professions. I'm not sure, but I think it will be able to fit all the profession tables in it. So let's start with the teardown. Alright, now I think we have for real successfully cleared out every single work table in this breeder. So now we're going to stick all of the work tables in this shulker, except for the composters, because we need those to create farmers, which we're going to trade with to get insane amounts of emeralds. Alright, now all we have to do is place this composter and then another composter, and then see if any villagers claim it. Come on, claim that composter. Maybe they won't claim it because it's night? I don't know. Let me sleep, let me sleep. Now let's see if this guy decides to claim any of these composters. Come on, I've got some juicy composters. Claim them. Well, I've been at this for a while, but I am starting to get a lot of carrot farmer villagers. So how I'm doing this is I am placing composters so that the unemployed villagers nearby turn into farmers. And then, if it's the wrong kind of farmer, I will break the composter and replace the composter to replace the trade into a different kind of trade, so that it will turn into a farmer that accepts carrots. So this method has gone pretty well. I'm starting to get a lot of carrot farmers, so we're going to be racking up the emeralds soon. I have gotten 26 emeralds just from breaking the villagers, so imagine how much I'm going to get when I really start seriously trading. I am so excited for this. Alright guys, we are fully out of composters. We have broken every single one of these villagers that we have composters for and turned them all into carrot farmers. Now it is time to trade with them and collect those emeralds. Well guys, I think it's safe to say that this emerald farm was a great success. I mean, look at this. We have 15 blocks of emerald. That is over 2 stacks of emerald, all from doing nothing. There was no grinding. There was no searching for any resources. It was all just AFKing, collecting bones, converting it into bone meal, and then just AFKing some more to get 2 chestfuls of carrots. It was super easy. All we had to do was just AFK that entire time. So I'd say that this farm is a very big success, and I'd recommend you build it in your survival world if you're looking for an easy way to get emeralds without any grinding involved. Also, if you'd like to build this super useful micro crop farm right here, I'll put a link in the description to the original video on how to build it, made by Silent Whisperer. Well guys, now that we are rich on emeralds, I think it's time to wrap this up. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to leave a like. Bye for now, and see you all next time.